Look. Beyond the tracks, where the real talk lives. Creators on the rise and we give what it gives. Soul with a voice so raw. From the mic to the people, we break down it all. DJ Big Mike, bring the sound, keep it tight. Big Dooley, comedy with that insight. The angry artist, truth in the spotlight. Together on the grind, yeah, the vision is bold. Beyond the tracks, where the stories get told. Beyond the tracks, we go deeper than the surface. Talking life, art, the grind, and the purpose. We on the rise and we never gon' fall. This the podcast for creators, we cover it all. Beyond the Tracks podcast. Let's go.
We going deep today.
Okay. What's going on? It's your man, DJ Big Mike.
What up, though? Big Dooley Jokes is in the building.
And this is the B.I.G's of BTT, Beyond the Tracks
buddy.
podcast. We are back in this mother thing again. It is Good Friday. I'm feeling good.
That's what's
I'm not
up.
cussing today.
Okay.
I told Dooley it's a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day.
I didn't get no pre-notice on this.
And man,
shit.
Today is listen. Today is about what? Sacrifice, right?
True that.
BTT.
True
we about to sacrifice, bro. We're gonna
We
sacrifice
sacrificing?
because Easter Sunday is coming up,
It is.
and that's the
Yes,
resurrection.
Yes, it is.
And we are gonna resurrect this podcast. Bro.
All right.
We making some changes.
All right.
We getting back on YouTube. We gonna get back on all the
Okay.
podcast situations, the Apple Pods and
Yeah.
the Google Pods and
Yeah.
all. We getting
We
ready to
back
put
to
ourselves
everywhere?
back. Yeah, we going back. We're
Okay.
going back to everywhere.
Okay.
And you know, I always question it. I'm like, is it really worth it? Well, you know what, man? I done had about 10, 12 people come to me and be like, you know, hey, how come y'all ain't doing this? How come y'all
Right.
ain't? You know
Right.
what? For you, 10 or 12 people, we coming back.
We coming
because
back.
10 or 12 people tell 10 or 12 people, and then they tell
There you
10 or
go.
12 people. And guess what?
Hey.
We capitalize and we monetizing,
It's
baby.
BTT, baby.
So let's go. Let's talk about. Let's talk about some things, Dooley.
Can't
Start
be
us
found
off.
if you can't be seen. Oh man, you know, on this Good Friday, it is a Good Friday. You know, I'm not overly religious, but you know what happens on Good Friday. Everyone goes to church on Easter Sunday. So obviously, you know, the long-standing tradition of Easter Sunday is you go to church in a new outfit.
You gotta have a new outfit.
That was the thing.
gotta have a
I
fit.
grew up in the Baptist church. I was a preacher's kid or whatnot. So we went to church every Sunday. So it was a real thing, right? Because we knew, obviously, by whoever, as soon as you walked in the door, we knew.
You knew
right?
who was Easter, who was just
who
Easter.
only came on Easter Sunday, right? We knew off rip. So, and we also knew who got a new suit or a new dress for Easter Sunday because, you know, we see the same 2-3 dresses that you got. So we know like, we see somebody got a new dress for Easter Sunday, huh? You got your Easter Sundays on today, right? So we used to also, you know,
I got a
kind of
question.
make fun of them too.
But don't all black people buy like a special Easter suit and dress for Sunday? Like you
Normally.
Okay.
Yeah, normally everybody did. Yeah, everybody did. But, you know, what we used to do is kind of like the first day of school. Like, we got new suits, you know, and everything, but we didn't always wear them on Easter. We would wait and wear it like our new suit the week after Easter. You know what I'm saying? Right?
So
Just
you can shine.
So we
now.
can shine. So we can
Okay.
shine, right? So me and the homies used to do that. Me and the homie Lorenzo used to do that. You know, as in our teen years.
Okay.
You know, that's what we used to do.
So you coming at them like I know y'all thought y'all was sharp last week.
Right.
But look at here.
And
Look
then
at
you
here.
come hit them with that, right? That
Hit 'em with that
3-piece, double-breasted, navy blue with the pinstripes. You know what I'm saying?
Brown or black shoes.
Depends on the tie, but more than likely black during that time. I'm doing more than likely black.
You know black people only had black shoes back then.
True that. You know, Pops was a dresser though, right?
Okay.
Because Pops was not only a preacher, but you know, he was my dad wore a suit on like Friday morning, like on his way to the gym, right? My dad was born in a suit.
Okay.
Like, so suit game was real serious, right? Oh shit. When my dad passed, we probably had 200 suits, right? That we had to clean out his closet and, you know, 50 pairs of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, who needs
yes.
10 pair of black dress shoes. I guess a preacher. But
you
know what I'm saying, right?
Just listen.
I guess a preacher would.
Just a black man in general.
In general,
just a black
I got like
man
2-3 pair myself, right? So I can understand that. But I don't know. What was church like for you? What was it like for you?
Listen, people that know me know I don't do a lot of church. I don't go like on no special occasions like Christmas, and I don't do none of that. But growing up, I had to go. You had to go. I didn't really have a choice, right?
Right.
And it was we was one of those families. You getting, Burlington Coat Factory. We kept them in business
no doubt.
On special church days because that's where we went. We went either to Burlington or a K&G.
Oh yeah.
And we got us a fresh suit. There was usually some type of alteration spot next door, so you get that tailored looking fit for like $29.99.
You get your suits right, get your sleeves right, get your pant legs right. No doubt.
I have to say this: what I didn't like is going to church with my Uncle Don.
Okay.
My Uncle Don, sharp.
Word.
All the time.
Got you.
I'm sure he did, but I don't think he wore the same suit twice.
Got you.
And he had everything from the lime green with the blue pinstripe with the gaiters to match.
He was one of those.
Yeah.
He was one of those.
He had the shorts. Have you ever seen the shorts with the suit when it was hot?
Nah, not in person.
He had the shorts with the knee high thick and thins.
Yeah.
To match.
Yeah.
I couldn't step to him.
See, my pops always kind of had a rule. He didn't like loud.
Oh, my uncle was loud.
My
not
dad
all the time, but he was loud.
He did not do loud. That's probably why I am this way to this day, right? Bright color suits, right? Those was clown suits. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Even Pops had jokes, right?
Yes.
Those are clown suits, right? So you never really respected them, especially if your suit didn't fit. You got on a clown suit, you know what I'm saying? If it's two sizes too big, that was a clown suit,
Zoot suits.
So, right, there you go. So everybody had jokes, but you know what? I remember that though. It's funny that you mentioned that though, because we did shop at Burlington Coat Factory. Like that's where my sister got her dresses from. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, back in my day in Ann Arbor, it used to be in Arborland Mall, right?
Okay.
That's where we used to go to the Burlington Coat Factory at. And we used to spend hours in there, dog.
Facts.
Right? We used to be in there for hours. Facts. Like I can remember just looking through and trying on a bunch of shit that I knew that we wasn't gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And then, because you always had to wait your turn, right? I had my sister. For some reason, my sister always had to go first. Right? Because she was gonna take longer, and then we spent like 15 minutes on me. Right?
Boy, just grab that blue suit and come on.
Right? And come on. And we was out that piece. So Easter shopping was a thing. I guess if I had to look back and do it over, my kids are grown now, but we didn't really take our kids to church like we were raised in the church, because obviously Nat grew up Lutheran, I grew up Baptist, and we just couldn't find that spot in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Nat is Lutheran. That's why she's so quiet.
Yeah. She grew up in a Lutheran church.
That's why you so damn loud.
Baptist. Well, and I grew up a PK of a Baptist preacher. Explains a lot, don't it? True that.
Everything.
But it's funny though, man. It's funny. It is Good Friday, like you say. A lot of those customs and those values, they stick with me. Last Sunday was Palm Sunday. Like I know when it's Palm Sunday. We used to pin the little palm leaves.
Oh yeah.
On you, right, on Palm Sunday. So. That prepared.
Isn't like an Ash Wednesday, the Wednesday
There
before?
is an Ash Wednesday, right? There is an Ash Wednesday. So I remember those customs, and I didn't really pass them along to my kids. Okay. I do, if I right, no regrets. But if I had something to do, I wish they had some of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't really go. You don't really get that same experience, on Joel. But it's all good. It's all good.
Listen. I was just thinking in my head. That's why I laughed to myself, because I was just thinking, I can't wait for Sunday in Facebook, because you peeped. It's funny that you
pictures.
said like clown suits, because I'm that same way. Like to me, like those were clown suits.
They're clown suits,
and,
right?
And it's like I see people, and man, I hope I don't offend anybody, because whatever your style
not intentionally.
is, whatever your style is your style. But man, if I see another like peach and white,
man, come on,
or that
lime green
and
man,
white,
come on, man.
That real faint purple. Like what I don't even know. It's not lavender.
It's
but
not
it's like
lavender,
a real
but it's
faint
very
Easter
light,
egg purple
very
is what
light.
I call it. And white.
And that's what we used to call
You gotta have a
them.
white vest and some white pants with a purple shirt and purple hat and ladies.
And your personal favorite.
Ladies.
I know you got a personal favorite with the ladies.
Please.
Yep.
It's not what we say. Bigger is not always better.
Shit. You can't tell them that. Them hats is out of control. Bro,
some of these hats, I'd be like, if I was in church and I was sitting behind you, not only can I not see the pastor, I can't see the band,
nothing.
I can't see the choir, I can't
see nothing.
I can barely see the lights, ma'am. Can you please calm that down? You got fruit baskets in your hat.
They get bigger and
bigger every year,
and they all got them on right. And there's always the first lady. Like the first lady had to have
is that what
a big hat?
The big hat.
And then the friends of the first lady, they always had the big hats too.
Okay.
They always had the big hats.
Now
too.
I tell you this: my Aunt Barb, my Uncle Don's wife, she was like my uncle with the suits. Okay, but she had the dresses. I don't think I ever seen her wear a dress twice.
Okay.
But she had the hats.
Okay.
To match.
Yeah.
Like every dress.
Yeah.
I don't care if that dress had peaches and flowers on it. Then that hat had peaches and flowers
to match
everywhere.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. See, I went to church in Ann Arbor. I went to a black church in Ann Arbor, right? That was the reason. Even when we were standing in Detroit, my dad took us to church all the way in Ann Arbor so we could see what black success looks like. I mean, I've talked about this previously on the podcast, right? But it was always, looking at Puel over there, that's a car dealership owner, you know what I'm saying? That's a doctor, that's a lawyer, right? Woo, 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 woo. That's why we always went to church in Ann Arbor. So this is black money, black bougie money.
I like that vibe. Yeah, I like that vibe.
So,
see, we went to church to talk about
dressed, right? It was a little different than the Detroit vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell when a person from Detroit came in to church in Ann Arbor.
You say Detroit is a little louder?
It was a little louder.
A little louder?
Yeah, it was just a little louder. So you stuck out like a sore thumb. But we used to call them Easter egg baskets, though, right? Okay. Especially because the father would buy his sons, suits just as loud as his. And we would look at the pew and we were like, yeah, look at them Easter eggs. They're sitting in there, right? All three are looking like, just like you said, look like Easter eggs.
But to them, they were sugar sharp.
But they were sharp. You couldn't tell them nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, them folks that probably don't get up and walk around when it's time to do the collection and nothing. right. But because they spent all their money on their suits, apparently, But yeah, it was a good time, man. It was good times going to church. I definitely still observe a lot of the customs, like you said. It is Good Friday. It is Good Friday for me. Resurrection Sunday. Was coming. It was always a special sermon, right? On Easter Sunday. And honestly, a version of the same sermon, to be honest with you. We knew what was coming.
See, I go to church and I always feel like they're talking to me.
Yeah.
They're always talking to me.
They was always talking to me.
Always talking to me.
You cried in church a lot, didn't you? Damn. Got it. You did your share of it.
I'm not going to say, I cried. Yeah, I cried a lot in church.
Yeah.
Because every time I would go, it seemed like it would be this sermon.
Yeah, okay.
This one particular sermon.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
I get that.
Who out there in them streets.
Right.
Doing all that dirt.
Right.
Doing this and doing A and doing B. And I'm like,
doing C. And you was already like,
I ain't even from here, man. We in Baltimore. I ain't never even been to Baltimore. How you know me?
Yeah.
But
hit it home.
You learn over time.
Oh, absolutely.
That you're not the only one. No. He's not talking to you.
No,
it just feel that way because you feeling some kind of way.
No doubt.
You and your feelings, so you like,
doubt.
I know I've been messing up.
You know it. It just hit home.
I'll do that same thing. I be watching motivational TikTok videos.
No doubt.
I be feeling the same way. Like
Absolutely.
I've been listening. I've been on Gary Vee a lot lately.
Okay.
So everything he been posting, I'm like, bro, are you talking?
Right.
Are you in my algorithm? Did you see the book that I just bought? Because you're talking about the book that I just bought, and I ain't even read it yet.
Right. That's
and
crazy.
it's like, and you telling me about myself from this.
You know
what
your
I'm saying?
conscience is talking to you.
So that's it.
Your
It's your
conscience is talking
conscience.
to you. It was always the choir for me though, right?
Okay.
When the choir, because we had a badass choir for whatever reason, right? The New Hope main choir, right? They could go.
They was the ones,
right? And they had some singers in there, and there was a few gems, right? It was a few gems in there. This one little short lady she would only show up on like special days, right? And she wasn't really even part of the choir. She wasn't even really part of the choir, right? She was just coming to church on Easter Sundays, right? And the pastor would just call her up from the crowd, right? Just to sing a song. You know what I'm
have
saying?
everybody in tears.
And turn that effort out, right? And turn that boy out. And then, but just the regular choir, to this day, I still hear, and it's funny that this story comes up again, but Sister Pecola Lewis, right? Okay. This is
Shout out.
Right? Shout out. She used to sing Move Mountain, right? And I just hear, and I would just
instant
tears. Instant, right? And I seen her about 6 months ago. Me and her son is still homies. Shout out to the homie Edric. But I was like, dog, I bumped into him. And I was like, man, I still hear your mom in my head. And he was like, for real? He was like, my mom? I was like, yeah, dog, I still hear. He was like, she right in here. You want to hear? You want to see her? I was like, man, stop playing. Actually, we was at a funeral home is where it was at. It was at a funeral, right? So I was working for the print
Them good
shop.
church singers can always kill it
right?
in the funeral.
So
they gonna make you. They singing something happy and you crying.
She came out and she was like, "Oh my God, I remember you. Like, woo woo woo. You all grown up now. How you doing?" And I was like, "Yo, you still in my head." And she started singing the song. She knew. She knew. I was like,
I love
don't make me cry in this parking lot. I'm a grown ass man, Sister Pecola. I will cry in this parking lot.
So you will cry.
I will cry. Dog,
you know what?
Move Mountain, Sister Lewis.
It's wild you say that because once again, like people that know me that know that I'm not deep into church, religion, any of that stuff. But Rance Allen for me.
Oh yeah. Y'all, you got a little connection there, right?
Oh yeah, Rance grew up in my hood, and
I
would go see him
that.
as a kid playing in his driveway on Elmira.
That's
the whole
dope.
Allen family, Mendez family.
That's dope.
All of them. So now Rance has passed away.
Right.
But now it's his niece Myrna.
Okay.
Man, I don't care what that girl sing.
Word.
For some reason, I cry.
Okay.
It could be joyous, uplifting, and it's tears
some
of joy.
Some of it hit you like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If she's singing something sad, then that feeling, like whatever she's singing about, literally she is probably one of the only singers other than Rance that I feel that through my whole
through your body and your spirit.
In my spirit.
In your spirit.
Facts. Yeah, man. So shout out to them. Speaking of the Mendez family, I'm gonna shout out Icing Bakehouse. We had little treats, little breakfast treats this morning. Some cakes and some puddings.
Yeah.
So we're gonna shout them out for a minute.
Shout them out. The pudding was good.
Who else we need to shout out today on a Good Friday? People out there just doing good. Jeff Copey, Monroe Nutrition out there. I know he's celebrating Good Friday.
Yeah, no doubt.
And as always, Dev and the development group. He got me the other day. I don't know if you've seen his post. He was April Fool's, right?
Oh, gotcha.
So he had a little post where he was like basically saying that Monroe County News Network was wrapping it up.
Oh wow!
And I caught it, and I was all in until he hit me with the April Fools, and I'm just like, bruh, you got me. Because I was like, what you mean you rap? What, huh?
Right.
I'm rewinding. Right. I'm rewinding it back.
That's crazy.
Because his emotion, he hit it. And then the third time I rewound it and started watching just the beginning, I noticed he smiled. And then I let it play, and then he's like, basically April Fool's.
Wow.
Because he was like, he said, we just can't keep up with all the customers that want us to do quality video. And I'm just like,
that's what's up.
So yeah, shout out to Dev, man, and the whole group. Dev, Pete, Stelios, Grace.
Yeah.
We love you on this Good Friday.
Definitely love you. Yeah, shout out to all y'all.
Who you got there, player?
Man, let's see. Who do I really have for shout outs this week? Man, shout out to you, Big Mike. For,
I appreciate that, sir.
For I
don't know for what.
For being the homie, for riding with me on this journey.
Always.
I appreciate that.
Always.
For being my brother. Shout out to the people who support me. I appreciate y'all.
I say I'll be on your page, bro. You got a couple.
Yeah, no doubt. But folks always talk about how many haters. They got haters. They got right. With such hating on me, hating on man. Look, I ain't got time for that. I tell people all the time. I got people out here praying for me. You know what I'm saying? When you focus on how many people you have praying, right? And people tell me all the time, right? I'm praying for you, right? Look at my page, like I'm praying. I know there's people praying for me, so why would I focus my energy? You know what I'm saying? On who is not helping me get to where I go? So shout out to everybody praying for me on this Good Friday.
Well, you know what Cat say. Cat say if you only got 1,000 haters, then you ain't got enough.
You ain't right. I don't want to ever have 1,000 haters, right? I don't. No. That's no. I guess, but I guess more money, more problems, right? That's what they say. So I ain't got no money, no problems. That must also be true. It ain't. It ain't. Because no money is a problem in itself.
Listen. We just went. I want to shout out Hopkins Tax Service.
Okay.
We decided to go with Hopkins this year because they are a small family-owned business down on the east side of Monroe. Been there for, since I don't ever remember anything else being in this building, right? And so we found out that we had some mutual friends, and so I said, let's give them a shot. They did get a brother back a tax refund, so I was cool with that.
That's cool.
She let me know that I wasn't taking enough out.
Okay.
But I said, do I have to pay? And she said, no. I said, then I'm good.
Well, all right.
But I got to shout them out, man. And let me tell you, Dana was like, it's kind of a friend of the family, right? Mm-hmm. So Dana was like, yeah, I love our accountants and blah, 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 but they charge a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And Miss Charlotte hit me today with the fee.
Yeah. You get what you pay for.
And I was like, that's that must be the standard rate because she taxed me too.
She taxed you too, huh?
But it's all good. I'm supporting local, supporting small business. That's what we do. And so shout out to them. And I'm not going to tell you how much I'm getting back.
Okay.
But let's just say I can make a car payment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about. I ain't had to pay.
That's a blessing. Because
but Dana was like, the first thing she said, it must be your business. I said, my business for what? And she was like, why it costs so much to get our taxes done? I was like, you ain't hear her say, because of the business, we getting some money back.
Right. She missed that part. Yes, that does increase the complexity of your tax return, but if that's also the cause for your return.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good next year. You know why?
Right. Hush your mouth.
Because we getting ready to take Beyond the Tracks Productions to another level.
Damn right.
So my tax person gonna have to be ready for next year because we're gonna have a lot of receipts.
Yeah, no doubt.
A lot of receipts. But a lot of good times, but a lot of
receipts.
receipts.
It's a part of growing up, though, right? It's a part of growing up, though. I feel like your taxes should become a little more complex, right? Like I remember a time when I only had one W-2. You know what I'm saying, on my taxes, and that's it.
Yeah, and you did the easy form, the one you can file for
you got
free.
the one. Let me just get that 1040. I can do the shit myself, right? Type stuff. But as you get older, you do start acquiring, properties, and you add. There are a lot of exemptions, right, out there. You want to take advantage of every exemption, and obviously pre-tax money is very important, right? Especially as we age, you want to put into, that Roth account or that 401k or the FSA account, you know what I'm saying? That's, the tax-free money is really, I think about that a lot around this time. Like the money that didn't get taxed. You know what I'm saying? Legally, you have to take advantage of that because that's how I kind of look at that, because I don't get that 2025. No. I'm like you, bro. Like, as long as I don't have to pay, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. But taxes they come more complex.
Yeah.
But like you said, if that's the reason we're getting a little bread back, be patient. That's all.
Bro, listen, right? Because it is Good Friday and we're going to talk Good Friday finance.
Yeah, might as well.
You
inherit things, you know what I'm saying? Taxes just become more complex, as, both of my parents have passed on, so, things have to go through the legal channels and, I know you go to the casino and, hit it big all the time. So you got to collect them earnings that you be winning. Right. I just told your business all on camera.
I go to the casino to eat.
I know that's right. For the buffet. I know that's right.
I don't like, bro, that is one thing about me. Like gambling, at a casino, hate it.
Really?
Hate it. I don't enjoy it. I'm not happy.
Okay.
Dana loves to go here and there. Yeah. Trust me, we don't go all the time. Mm-hmm. But it's like she like the slot machines, whatever.
That's it.
I might jump on a card table or I might hit, I'm usually playing video poker or something that. Nothing. Yeah. But bro, I be mad as a motherfucker.
Mad?
I be mad.
No, as long as you bringing me free drinks.
No, but see, you gotta understand. Like I be going to the casinos in Detroit and shit.
Oh, got you.
They ain't bringing no free drinks.
Not if you ain't playing. Even the casinos in Detroit will bring you drinks as long as you playing. Not all of them.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I guess
maybe it wasn't your night for real.
I don't want to shout MGM out or anything like that. Not. They didn't. They was charging a nigga like $7 a beer. So
damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I meant like pop. No, pop. I definitely meant like free pop.
Like bro, I can go get my own water. I'm straight with my own beverage.
True that.
Yeah, but I be mad. Cause I'm like this. I'm going in with $100.
Yeah.
Right. Cause I feel like if I lose more than $100, I ain't got no business there. Now,
you know what I do?
If I take that 100. And let's say in the first half hour, 15 minutes, whatever, I hit for like 3. I take that 100, I put it back in my pocket.
Yeah.
Now I'll play like crazy, but usually what happens is I'll win 2, and then that 200 is gone in like 5 minutes.
I can't stop equating how long it took me to make the money.
Okay, that's a good way to look at it.
That's a problem.
You lose some shit, and you be like, that was 8 hours,
right? You know how much, right? You know what I'm saying, right? I traveled, right? That's 8 hours in the car driving, right, to a show, right? That I just blew, in 2 clicks. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop that. So I'm much like you, right? I'll get $100. I guess I've learned how to stretch it out, though. If I'm gonna
you playing the penny slots?
If I'm gonna do slots, no, I'm gonna take that $100, but I'm gonna put that $100 all in one slot machine at one time. Okay. You're not going to nickel and dime, right? You're not gonna put $2 in and get $2,000 out, right? That's what I used to expect. You don't have to put the whole $100 in at one time.
Break it down for me.
But you do have to put money in order to get money out, right? Everybody wants to put 1 quarter in and right, ting. It just don't work that way, right? So I've learned how to shout out to Aunt Cindy, right? Who really taught me how to gamble, right? That's Nat's aunt. She taught me.
She taught you how to hit them slots.
She taught me, right? She taught me the machine. She taught me, this was up at Soaring Eagle Casino, right? We used to take family trips out there for a weekend. And, she would get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, yo, if you want to win some money, come with me. You know what I'm saying?
So she had the timing down.
Everything. Her and my Uncle Gary. Shout out to Uncle Gary too, right? So I would get up. What else I'm gonna do? Hell yeah, I'm gonna get up, right?
I can sleep or I can go get some money.
Or I can go get some money, right? So she'll tell you, right? Because she was there so much every weekend, right? She was cool with the people. She was like, all right, go on these slots over here in this corner, right? Stay here for about 2 hours. Don't get up, don't move. I want you to play this machine. This might keep putting money in there. And I sit there with that $100, okay, another 20. All right, get up and down, another 20, up and down, another 20. Bing! Oh shit! But I've been there, right? I've been there for
2 hours. You've been there for 2 hours
to win
$12.
No, I doubled it, right?
Okay.
Now I done doubled it, right? So if I done put 100 in, now I at least done doubled it, right? So now I'm at 200. And then, you got to be more you willing to risk. Obviously, the more you win, right? I'm not a very big, I'm not playing 100 lines, 100 ways, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, even on penny
each.
slots, you can play, 25 cents a hand, 50 cents a hand. You can play $1 a hand, if you keep selecting shit.
That's more my style.
Right, you can. But I can play. I learn how to stretch my money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have $100. Hopefully I get up on that and win on that. I'm gonna cash out. If I double up, $200-$300, I'm cashing out. I'm taking $100 that I came in with, putting that back in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go over to the blackjack table. I'm gonna sit here. I can't bullshit my way on the blackjack table, for another 45 minutes to an hour, just to stretch it out, right? And I never win much on blackjack, I think the most I've ever won $200. I'm not the biggest poker player, but again, like you said, really the object is to stretch this money out so I can go play poker or watch people play poker, for a minute. And keep my $100 that I came in with in my pocket.
Worst case scenario, you break it even.
Not leaving my pocket, right?
Yes.
So I got a little money to gamble with, and then. Especially if I get it, okay, and I got another $100, now we can go to the buffet.
So right. you got your whole day playing.
That's a whole, right off $100.
Yeah.
That's a good casino day for me.
I'm bad with it.
Yeah.
Now, what I do enjoy is and I don't care how much the money is. Mm-hmm. If I have it, I have it.
Right.
Playing with friends.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love it.
It's fun.
I don't care. Like some people, some of my friends get a little, they get a little crazy. But I'm one of them people too. Like, don't put no shit on the table that you can't afford to lose. You know
Big
what I mean?
Facts.
So I'm never leaving.
Big facts.
Angry. From playing with friends. First, I'm only bringing what I can afford to lose.
Yeah.
And two, if I do lose it, it's to a friend.
It's to a friend.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like.
Right. It's not really a loss.
Especially when you start getting into those groups of friends where you play all the time.
Yeah.
All your money does is circulate.
And that happens with my
Frank
bowling
might win
group,
$500 this week, and he might lose $400 next week.
That happens a lot with my bowling group, right? It's the same group of 10 brothers who bowl on Sundays. So it's really, anybody can beat anybody on any given day. You know what I'm saying? But we all putting the same money. So the money is literally changing hands every week, right? Because we lose to each other every damn week. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really, like, I know I'm going to get it back next week. You know what I'm saying?
See, if I ever hit big with you brothers, I'm gonna cash out, and I'm going to buy some shoes, and then I'm just coming to watch from here on out. I'm just coming to watch from here on out.
No, that's what you can't do, right? That's what you can't do.
I can't even come to watch.
You got to give them a chance to get it back because that gives you bragging rights. That's really what you.
That'd be like the poker parties.
Right. Right. That's what you really want. That's the real prize is bragging rights for the week, right? Until you go again.
You just text them up because
the money is really insignificant, right? It's like I beat that ass last week, right? Like how you feeling? It's Wednesday. Are you still thinking about what I did to you?
Your shoulder hurt?
Right? That hurts more than the $25, $30, you lose. But I like to bet on myself. I think most of my biggest gambles in life, like the most money by far, has definitely been put into businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like I bet on myself. Now I'll put thousands, obviously, into Husky Life, Luscious Life. You know what I mean? And the hidden costs. I'm sure I've put some money into my comedy career. All the miles you travel, all the oil changes. I have to get all the tire rotations, that shit adds up too. But
especially when you mess with people like me who don't really pay you nothing.
Well, that happens, and those are a dime a dozen these days. But
I'm gonna get you next week, bro. I'm gonna get you next week.
Inflation has hit everything, but comedians' pay. I swear to God, everything has gone up, but comics' pay is still
went down.
It's still the same damn thing, dog.
I feel like, I feel like that is true. I feel like DJing the same way.
Is it the same way?
Yeah.
People
even like
still want to pay 90s prices for a comic.
Yeah, my Simply Natural products, same way.
People still want to pay 90s
don't understand
prices.
like the containers done quadrupled, but you don't expect my price to go up 50 cents.
Exactly.
The jar now costs me $4 instead of $1.
Right.
But you don't expect me to go up in my price 50 cents.
They're mad.
So yeah, I get it. Yeah,
they're big mad, right? But you're doing that shit at Walmart.
I was going to ask you
scale.
about comics and comedy and pay. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
So I was thinking, I was like, I know we've talked about it a little bit before, but like with DJs, with everything becoming cheaper, easier to DJ, people really expect your prices to really go down. And comedy to like, do you kind of like? I'll get little things like, well, you charge a lot of money just to play music. Do you get like, well, you charge a lot of money to just be telling jokes?
I do.
Or just to be talking. Like they look at it like it don't cost you nothing to walk up here and tell jokes. Do they look at it that way?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I get that a lot. And the way I really get around that is, first of all, my price is my price, right? I got a minimum, right, that I'm gonna come out for. But what they hit you with is, we're trying to do this is for charity, or you know what I'm saying, or can you do it for this, and we're gonna get a rest to that, so you really donating or giving back, and if it's for a good cause, sometimes it's cool, but not really. But the price of comedians is like I said, people still expect 90s prices. Like all you doing is telling jokes, but. No, I guess,
Well, you just got to start telling them jokes from the 90s.
I guess so. And I still got a few that I do tell. That's the Steve Harvey rule. That's what he said. But yeah, the pay ain't getting no better, but I'm still on this road.
Yeah, we all grinding.
We all grinding. I do got one question for you, though, before we go any further. And I hope you know the answer, Big Mike.
Yes. Beyond the Tracks and Cajun Loaded Teas. Oh, that wasn't the question?
No, it was not the question. The question
Shameless
is, what's on Gratiot and 7 Mile?
Woohoo!
What's on Gratiot and 7 Mile?
Bruh, I mean...
No, we at Beyond the Tracks, we proudly represent, everybody knows that we film, in Monroe. I claim Ipsy. I'm a proud, Washington County resident, born and raised.
I started to see you get up and I got scared for it.
Right, my bad. But that's always a thing, though, right? That's always been a thing of people claiming the D, right? Are you from the D, right? You have to prove you from the D, right? It's been a thing for years.
And I am not.
And I am not, right? And I am not. And you won't catch me claiming, right?
Not at all.
Anywhere inside the state.
There's some Monroe people that do that.
But when I go out of state, though, right? That's my rule. Normally out of state, if anyone anywhere has ever heard of Ipsy, I gotta say I'm from Ipsy. Okay. But if I'm out of state, then I can say I'm from the D, because obviously. But it's normally one or two people there from there, and then I gotta tell them. Like I went to Vegas, I did a show.
I was gonna say that's what they screamed out.
Was
what's
like,
on Gratiot in 7 Mile?
Good dog. They brought me up. It was like, yo, we got a cat from Detroit, Michigan, all the way in Vegas to you, though, right? And then there was two girls in the front row. What side you from? East side or west side? I was like, I'm from the west side. It was like, oh, where? I'm from the west side too. I was like, well, I'm from the far, far west side. I'm from the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell you. I had to tell the truth.
I'm from the Detroit area.
I'm from the Detroit area. I had to tell it since there was somebody from Detroit in the crowd. Detroit is everywhere, mind you not.
Facts.
Right? Detroit is everywhere.
I was like, you know it right? In Vegas.
So even like in Vegas, it was two people from Detroit from the show. So I followed the Detroit rules for years. Right. But obviously what happened to that man in that bathroom, man, stop it.
I don't know what. Listen. You put me up on that, and I was expecting a skit. I was expecting for him to say something crazy. Right. Nothing. Just a church's chicken, like you said. Just a church's chicken at the gas station.
Chicken. Shout out to the homie Bill Hill.
And he knocked dude smooth the fuck out.
He knocked him out.
And I'm like, when I seen that, I was like, oh.
Knocked him out cold, dog.
I'm never. But you know what? I've never.
For false claiming.
Yeah.
Right?
That's that's just corny.
That was the point. Hey, man, that's just so lame.
To me, I was like, I really thought about it, like, that's corny for one. And two, what'd you get out of it?
What did you gain?
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? By calling somebody out and knocking them dude. It looked like they was in the bathroom for one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, you didn't even knock them out from
motherfucking hands, right? Dang, you made me cuss. I was doing good too.
Was doing good.
But you gonna knock my man out with the pee hands. That's even worse.
Damn.
You know? I didn't even think about it like that.
Think about it like that, man. The PP hand. Damn, you got knocked the fuck out with some piss.
You got knocked out by PP hands, dog. That would be even more disrespectful.
Oh
and
my
you
God.
do not know.
That's going on a post.
We gotta stop that because let's be honest. Because the brother who said that, do you own a house in Detroit? Do you pay city taxes in Detroit? Do you volunteer time, right?
But
do you cut your neighbor's grass? What do you do for the city? You know, it's not enough to just say I'm from Detroit no more.
Bro, what Jay-Z say in the song? He said something about killing your own brother for property you don't own.
Yo, for you don't own. You don't, right?
And I'm like, but I will say this, like it used to, and I get it. It used to like
I get it.
It used to irritate me like when cats from Monroe would be like, you know, I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You from Monroe. Just
Right,
say it.
right.
Like,
Right.
You're not from Detroit. Like we'll be out or whatever. They'll be, hey, where you from? Oh, Detroit. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You from Monroe. You could say I'm from Monroe, and they gonna go, where
Right.
the hell is that?
Right.
And you go,
Right.
oh, that's about 40 minutes outside of Detroit.
Right. You just tell them what it is.
Just tell them what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, it's two neighborhoods in Ypsi. So if somebody say they from Ypsi, right, you gonna get one or two answers normally, right? You're gonna either say I'm from the South Side or I'm from the Willow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's one or the two.
The Willow sound bougie.
The Willow is definitely not bougie. It's called West Willow was rough.
Okay.
It was definitely
Well, like the willow tree. I used to get my ass whipped with those branches.
Yeah, well, there's a few willow trees out there too, but it was definitely one of the most gang infested neighborhoods.
Okay,
in Ypsi, right? It was
I apologize, Willow Side.
West
I apologize. West Willow, I apologize.
Willow,
I didn't mean nothing by it.
No, you don't want them coming for you. But you know, but you would hear people false claiming it though, right? All the time, right? Like, oh, where you grow up at? You know, oh, I grew up in the Willow. What street you grew up on? Right? You know,
right.
We asking cats like, you know, I ain't never seen you in the Willow before because, you know, I'm from Sugarbrook. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
I always claim to. Okay.
You repping.
I didn't really live in Sugarbrook. I lived in Wingate condominiums. Okay. With my mom and my sister.
Bougie.
Sugarbrook was the closest neighborhood, so I just claimed it. I rode the same bus as them. They went through their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So I claimed Sugarbrook. But really though, right? So, but I know all the streets because all the neighborhoods is kind of connected, right? You could kind of take the back streets, you know, and go from one to the other in Ypsi. You know what I'm saying? You really don't know if you're not from there that you done crossed over from one neighborhood to the other.
That's so.
But it's by hood though. Yeah. It's by hood. We all got them hoods. Right? South Side or the Green. You know what I'm saying? If you say you from the Green, right? They gonna ask you what court you stay in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have heard of the Green.
You have heard? They didn't change the name 10 times. Everything in Ypsi has been bought and resold 10 times. But we still called it by the name that we knew it by when we was kids. Yeah, when we was young, right?
Ypsi is Ann Arbor to me.
Ypsi is Ann Arbor to you. Ypsi is
kind of the same.
Right.
Like that's the way I look at it.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not. People who live in Ypsi work in Ann Arbor, and that's what you get, right? And that's what that distinction is. A lot of people who live in Ann Arbor do not go to Ypsi, and that's pretty much the way that works, right?
I can feel that. I mean, shit. Even in little ass Monroe, they be like, "Where you from?" I'll be like, "East Side," and I grew up. Yeah, I grew up on the East Side. I live on the East Side. I live on East 4th Street. Right. But people will say, "Oh no, you're not from the East Side." Well, I grew up on Conant Ave. That's damn near as deep as you can. One of the deepest streets you can get. But I realize when people say, "Are you from the East Side?" They are looking at from the railroad tracks back.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
So I live on the east side of Monroe Street. On the other side of Monroe Street is considered the West Side.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm still,
and that's right. Because it's not necessarily geographically.
Yes. So if I tell somebody I'm from Orchard East,
okay,
they know. Okay, he's from Winchester back.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? Or Eastchester back. Yeah. Or they know when you say Orchard East. Yeah. Okay, you deep. You deep. You Oak Street. You Conant. You know Franklin. Those streets. So. Yeah. Yeah, represent East Side.
Represent where you from, though. Wherever you from, represent. It's what you make it.
Put it on the map. Shit.
Right?
Detroit, that can't always be on the damn map.
Then make your city the shit.
With your Detroit hat on.
Right? But D stands for Dooley. That's how I've always gotten right away with that. Like, yo, stop playing. We gonna share this shit.
You know what? My M
stands for Mike.
My M stands for Big Mike. It's a big M.
There you go, right? I'm a big D.
That's what they said. You is a big D.
Yeah, we sharing
You
that
on
shit.
some bullshit.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what it is.
Yes. And so, with that being said, we out this motherfucker. It's the
Peace.
B.I.G's
Peace.
of BTT.
It's the B.I.G's of BTT. Yo, happy Easter to everyone. God bless you from all of us. Appreciate all the love and support over the years. And happy Resurrection Sunday. God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good. And we out. Peace.
Beyond the tracks, where the real talk lives. Creators on the rise and we give what it gives. Soul with a voice so raw. From the mic to the people, we break down it all. DJ Big Mike, bring the sound, keep it tight. Big Dooley, comedy with that insight. The angry artist, truth in the spotlight. Together on the grind, yeah, the vision is bold. Beyond the tracks, where the stories get told. Beyond the tracks, we go deeper than the surface. Talking life, art, the grind, and the purpose. We on the rise and we never gon' fall. This the podcast for creators, we cover it all. Beyond the Tracks podcast. Let's go.